Well, I'm officially on the road. It's almost 8 o'clock at night. Finally hitting the highway. So my first stop's going to be some little small town in Georgia. I don't even know the name of it. And that's where I hope to find some mystery anyways. So it's going to take me about 10 hours to get there, so I'll probably be getting into Georgia, or at least my destination, probably about 6 in the morning. So I'm going to be driving all straight through the night. Well, just got off the highway here at Gibsonton. It's about 2 hours into my trip and about 160 miles roughly. I'm going to stop over here at the gas station, top off my tank, because I'm about at a quarter. And I don't want to really get below a quarter tank no matter where I am. And once I get out in the rural areas, probably not going to let it go below a half tank. So, but the weather's beautiful. It's 82 degrees out right now. Got some hot rodders over here in their little junks there. Yeah, those are some pretty badass wheels there. Alright, just got fuel, my first fuel stop along the way, besides filling up, prior to leaving the town. So, got a chance to go stretch my legs a little bit. There was a thunderstorm building up to my northeast, but hopefully I can outride it before it catches up. Well, I should have pretty good weather. With any luck, hopefully I'll make it into Georgia without any bad weather. Back on 75, heading north. Another 8 hours left to go. 2 hours probably to my next fuel stop. Well, I'm hour 3 into my trip. Let's see how many miles I've made it so far. Yeah, about 180 miles. So, of course I did take a little stop there, get fuel and stretch my legs and stuff. So far, so good. Still trucking, hour 4. I don't know how many miles I've gone. 280, probably close to 300 miles at this point. Still going strong. A couple iced coffees in me, so plenty of energy. And plus, like I said, I slept all day today, so I literally made it a point to more or less stay up all night just so I could sleep in all day, just so I could make sure I got plenty of juice for this trip. So, and I'm the kind of person that once the sun comes up, I can keep going until the sun goes down again. So, hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll be in Georgia by the time the sun comes up. Hopefully you'll like it. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's where I'm going. So, anyway, so we'll just see you here at the next fuel spot. So it's hour 5 into this trip. Still not out of Florida yet. Probably still got almost an hour, maybe a little bit more before I hit the Georgia line. Well, 5.5 hours into the journey, and I'm finally in the great state of Georgia. Pulled over the side of the road here real quick, but I'm definitely here in Georgia. So I'm gonna head off to my next gas stop, fuel up, take a look at my map and see where I gotta go next. So we are hour 7 into this trip. This is 3 o'clock in the morning, so at this point I've taken roughly about an hour's worth of breaks, stop, get fuel. I've still got about 250 miles left before I get to my first destination. So I was going to be heading towards Macon and then to Athens, Georgia, in that direction. Alright, we're hour 8 into this trip. A little over 500 miles, like 550, something like that. Only about 20 miles from Macon, Georgia. Pretty good on time, so 4:09 into my trip. Just stopped at a stop there, and hey, you get some interesting people here in Georgia. Let me tell you, dudes running around in the parking lot with tramp stamps, and I don't know, man. It's a funny place. What's up with you guys here in Georgia? So far, that's my first impression of Macon, Georgia. So I'm about 10 hours into my trip now. It's just before 6 o'clock in the morning. And this is where things kind of get sketchy, you know, because now you're on a 2-lane rural road. There's very little traffic, and I just seen 2 deer just crossing my road. So this is long in the saddle. Not the time to slack off, get lazy. That's why I got a good amount of sleep before I left, just to make sure when I get to this end of my trip there that not gonna gnaw it off or be too tired to finish it out. You know, that's when it gets dangerous for you. Man, look out for those shiny eyeballs. Could save your life, you know. So just be careful, man, when you do trips like this. We'll see you here at the next stop. Well, just a little over 11 hours into this trip. Sun's not quite up. Of course, it is pretty foggy here this morning. It's definitely foggy. Hopefully this will burn off here pretty soon. I'm getting a bit tired though. I mean, like I said, it's been 11 and a half hours, almost 12 hours now into this trip. And this is only going to be the first destination, and my next destination is about 3 or 4 hours after this. That's pretty nice scenery so far. It's the first little bit of scenery in Georgia I get to see because, well, I've been driving all night, so it's definitely a change from Southwest Florida where everything's flat. Well, this is something I haven't seen in a long time, is a train crossing. Definitely don't see many of those in Southwest Florida. There's definitely some creative graffiti on these train cars. You know, some pretty talented people. You know, what they can do with a spray can is pretty cool. There, Loki Bean. There you go. Whoever Loki Bean is, that's pretty cool. He got himself a whole train car to himself. But anyways, seen one train, you seen them all. This place reminds me a lot of northern Maine. Way things are built, way the roads are. So these roads are Definitely rural roads. Ain't nobody spending a whole lot of money on repairing these. I'm not sure if you can hear this or not. This battery in this camera is just about toast. Just shut off on me, so I'll be lucky if I make it there, but I got plenty of other batteries, so be good to go. Well, made it to our first destination. Like I said, it's a little bit of a mystery. We're here at the Georgia Guidestones. I'm not sure what town this is in. I know it's in Elbert County, I guess. It's at the highest point of Elbert County. And I'm going to take you over and check this thing out. It's a little bit weird. I mean, it's literally a giant monument out in the middle of nowhere. It looks kind of small there in the picture, but when we get up close, you'll see how big this thing really is. So this is the Georgia Guidestones. And the mystery is who built this thing, really. Not really sure. And nobody really knows, to be honest. It is pretty wild. Like I said, this thing's really tall. Could be probably, at least 15 feet tall, if not higher. And on each one of these blocks, written in many different languages. Looks like Russian here. If you look at the very top, I don't know how well you can see. It's got hieroglyphics up there. Take a walk. Got these little slots cut in here. I'm assuming this little slot here is to show where the sun rises over the horizon. And you can't really tell, but there's I guess before all the trees are overgrown. The other cool thing is here too, is this hole here. Of course, you really can't see it too well, but at nighttime, if you look through that hole, that will line up with the North Star, which is also called Polaris. But we're going to get over here to where this thing, where we can read this. And I know you probably can't tell because the sun's the wrong direction, but it says, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect the people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all the nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Now, with everything going on, I figured this would be kind of a fitting little spot here to kind of check out. I said, who knows who built this thing? Is it somebody that's on top of the global food chain that knows more than we do about what's going on in the world? Is it some sort of eccentric nut that just figured he'd go out and blow his money on a big chunk of granite? But the interesting thing about this is the way this is placed is, if you looked at it from above, it'd look like a giant X marks the spot. So I don't know if this is where everybody's supposed to go when the world ends, or where it's supposed to start, or I don't really know much about this thing. I just know it's a big old monument. Well, in the middle of this nowhere's out in Georgia. It was definitely a cool ride. Kind of interesting to see. Like I said, a little bit of mystery. Who knows who built this thing? You know, you can Google it, find out, you know, a little bit more information that I know, because I don't really know a whole lot about it, to be honest with you. I just heard about it and figured it's on my way to my next destination, so why not stop, check it out. But I hope you enjoyed the little mystery ride. This is kind of a neat little place. I'm glad I heard about it. The next spot's filled with a little bit of danger, so we get the mystery out of the way. Now we're heading for the danger.